Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, November 29th. Well, right before we started, you said, what day is it? Is it Wednesday? So I thought maybe...
I'm all thrown off,
Okay.
so...
It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Scott is back. You've been off a couple of days. But you know what? It's the holiday season, so all of our schedules have been really crazy, and it will continue. We're going to get to our end of November, awesome start of December forecast in a minute. Want to remind you, of course, you can join us every weekday morning live on Facebook. It stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can catch up on your news and weather headlines anytime you want. We make it into a podcast. You can find that at inform.com/podcast. Look for the Inform Minute. We also have a Inform YouTube page, and of course, we're live on air on WDAY every weekday morning from 5 to 7.
Yeah.
All right, it was a little chilly this morning, not as bad as yesterday morning, and we're like getting ready for another awesome afternoon.
Yeah, this morning was actually pretty close to our average highs for today. So
Wow,
it really wasn't chilly at all.
Interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, we were pretty, so yeah, our morning low was close to our average high. We averaged this time of year upper 20s, low 30s. So we are shooting for 45 today. Well above average, and this is kind of the El Nino pattern that we see. We see this in an El Nino setup for winter. I talked about that this morning, and the entire winter is not going to be 40s and upper 30s. That's not going to happen.
Darn.
But we'll have stretches like this, or well above average stretches like this throughout the winter. That's kind of what El Nino does. So I'm not saying we won't have the sub-zero days. We'll probably have
Dylan promised us it's going to be mild all winter. We'll never drop below zero.
Not.
Okay, he did not say that. It's though, we get so used to this though, we think.
Yes, like we'll still have snowstorms and all that, but seeing a week of temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s, that's not really uncommon with El Nino. In January, it probably won't be this warm. It'll probably be like a week near freezing, which is very warm for January. We know how January can be. So it's too early to know how far out, but this does extend into the first week of December. So maybe near 50 next week, which is crazy warm. Yeah. Almost get the golf clubs back out.
Oh, well, maybe. You never know.
What is the golf course which one did you say?
Leonard.
Leonard. So maybe.
Maybe.
If there can be people out, they will be out in Leonard. That's
very
what we
true.
know.
It's very true. Yeah, tomorrow a couple of flurries, but nothing should accumulate. Otherwise, tomorrow's cooler too. Back down to 34, which is still above average, by the way. So cooler, but we're still well above average, and we continue to see that. Friday looks a little chilly in the upper 20s, but other than that, back to the 30s and 40s going into next week. So no big snowstorms, and nobody's complaining, right?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, good stuff. Thank you, Dylan.
Yeah.
All right, well, we had breaking news this morning on First News. Right now, Fargo police are searching for the driver of a car that smashed through a fence and into a backyard overnight. A good chunk of the fence was damaged. We had pretty incredible video of the scene after it happened, and debris scattered all over, like the fence, the car. The car was damaged quite a bit. Just a big mess. It happened just off of University Drive, south of University Drive. We were kind of talking in the newsroom, kind of the area your Starbucks, there's a grocery store there, but you're used to seeing the fence there. So we're going to continue tracking that story. Much more to come on that story.
All right, new this morning, WDAY is working to learn what exactly led to the arrest of the Midkota Superintendent. If you don't know where that is, that school is in Binford, not too far from Cooperstown. 40-year-old Ryan Barron is in the Barnes County Jail this morning. He is facing charges for possession of prohibited substance.
Holiday shopping season ramping up, and Fargo police are reminding people right now, especially if you're doing online shopping, to watch out for scams. They can come through text messages, emails, phone threats. The key, be careful on what you're clicking on when it comes to any links. So what do you do if you think that you have been scammed? Fargo police, they say, number one, cancel the impacted cards immediately, block the phone numbers, emails that scammed you, contact your bank, and then of course, call them as well. Yeah,
it can happen to anyone, so be careful there. All right, breaking overnight, a U.S. military aircraft crashed into the Sea of Japan, killing at least one person. We are working to learn if any more people were hurt and if they were U.S. service members or not. It happened shortly after the aircraft, which was an Osprey, requested an emergency landing. This is the 5th deadly crash involving U.S. service members on an aircraft so far this year.
And today, former First Lady Rosalind Carter will be laid to rest. Her funeral will be held in Plains, Georgia. Several former presidents and First Ladies are expected to attend. Of course, we'll have much more on that service tonight on WDAY News.
The UND men's basketball team has won 6 straight games, led by Bismarck native Trayson Eaglestaff. He'll be joining the show this morning with Dom on Hot Mic. Plus, Bison head coach Dave Richmond reflects on the game with San Jose State. and welcoming Tim Miles back to town. You can watch Hot Mike live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and on Inform.com.
And now's a great time to get your Inform.com subscription, 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Just go to Inform.com/subscribe to check it out.
And then join us on air for the rest of the day of our newscast. Our next one's at 11 o'clock, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And we'll be back tomorrow morning for First News from 5 to 7 in the morning.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.